First, we select our phone input field using the document query selector method, grabbing the element with an ID of phone input. Then, we add an event listener to this field that will trigger a function called handle phone input every time the user inputs data. Our handle phone input function starts by grabbing the value the user just types in. We then use a regular expression to strip away any character that's not a digit. The D is a character class that matches any character that's not a numeral, and G is the global flag that applies this across the entire string. We initialize a new variable, formatted input, to hold our masked phone number. The first step in our formatting logic is to check if there's at least one digit. If there is, we start our phone number with an opening parenthesis followed by the first 3 digits, which corresponds to the area code in a U.S. phone number. Next, we check if at least 4 digits were typed in. If so, we close the parenthesis, add a space, and append the next 3 digits. This forms the first part of the subscriber number. Once we reach 7 digits, we include a dash and append the remaining 4 digits. These steps effectively format the number into the typical U.S. phone number style, which is XXX, XXX4X. Finally, we update the value of the input field with the newly formatted phone number. This lets the user see the formatted number as they type, improving the usability of our form. Moving on to date input masking, we use a similar setup as the phone number. We grab the date input field by its ID, date input, and assign an input event listener that calls our handle date input function. Like before, inside the handle date input function, we first capture what the user has typed and remove any non-digit characters. This prepares our input for masking. We initialize another empty string for our formatted input. Then we proceed by first checking if there's at least one digit. If so, we add the first 2 digits to formatted input, which represent the month in the IMDD/YYYY date format. If the user has typed a third digit, we add a / and include the next 2 digits for the day section of the date. Once we have at least 5 digits, another / is added followed by the last 4 digits for the year. This step finalizes the date format and aligns with the IMDD/YYYY pattern. Similarly to the phone number field, we update the input field with this formatted date string, enabling the user to see their input in a clear, consistent date format as they type.